Leave it all to me.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due. A tough crowd. Through me, justice is served.
Make my escape. Huh? Gotta dash. Right. Think you can get away?
You're in for a little shock. Let's spark things up a little.
Time for takeoff. Boba, get them! Think you can get away? Yahoo!
If you have it.
suffocate. Ha!
Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda...
Should replace my hammer. Finally done. Suffocate. I got careless. Picked the wrong test subject.
La la la.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Traveler, anything interesting? Whoa, healthcare is free. No, not right. Eating the. If so, Paimon will go see a doctor and get. Oh no. Oh.
Maybe you're not... If you ever have it... Hello! If you have any outstanding work, feel free to delegate it to me. I thought maybe we could plant some flowers. That's because... But I'm sure that if I grow them together... No, if my appearance changed, then... Oh, still, Anyway... Maybe you're not... If you ever...
Ad Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have...
Commissions, huh? Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
Wait.
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon...
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Hey, that's not any better.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure the mercenaries will have some...
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly is...
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance... Those kinds of jokes. So it's been you this... Are you... Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really... It was another... In my dream, I also got to sit on... You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time. Huh? No! By the way... Yes, I paid her. Her condition is... But for the moment... Right. So our first priority should be investigate... Oh! Good point. Let's continue our chat here. Okay, so do you have any idea? Actually, I've already done a little bit. We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, Any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequences. After all, every... No way, you mean... No, it's not doing that with people. That's a good point. I've already tried that. It's guarding against info leaks from the... Have you already caught the sage? I'm guessing not. So you already have... According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal. Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gift. Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't, then I should find someone who's already involved. You're saying we should recruit a spy? Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots. Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Setaria? Setaria? Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind? We ran into her basically every time the Subzerwas Festival repeated. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu. I've always liked observing. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty. The name Setaria means star. When she lived in the desert, later on, she was chosen by the sun. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought the star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes. From the sound of it, Setaria's just hung up, but she doesn't really support the Academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? Indeed. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. Right. That way, not from my past tomorrow after to prepare. This should be Setaria's favorite fortune no, I already have a talking stuff.
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
Of course, of course. In that case... It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Health prospects. No problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for... many tens of thousands of years? Impossible. Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Actually, Paimon, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune-telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is, suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Heart and Mart on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls?
Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Samari City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret, and I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always...
Nahida!
It's my duty to protect Samari's citizens.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh? If I recall, you were having a...
Ah, that's right! After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and... But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars. And...
What an admirable...
Sure.
So this restaurant has a basement as well?
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time...
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well...
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an...
So, was that everybody?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sataria face her problems.
Sataria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities. I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of the Scarlet King. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
the Scarlet King is long gone, and Sitaria is also too. If we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers, she would but if we.
So, you mean you're going?
Yep. But as long as everything.
Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these.
Exactly.
Huh?
That's no problem at all.
Huh. That is.
Although I've been observing humans for a while,
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious.
If it would.
Yeah. Here she comes. Sitaria's here.
Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
Paimon's starting to feel kind of nervous. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a high...
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me is are you...
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking...
Okay, then. Strange. Your cats... I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Are you sure?
Well, actually...
Huh, I see. I imagine...
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you?
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you...
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it...
I hear you. No problem.
Sorry.
Please pay no... The gods are asking. Sitaria.
Why haven't I gone... home?
Sitaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to...
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask... And, if I may ask... Nabia, is there a specific god who's...
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god...
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a... Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can the Scarlet King still exist in real life?
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal...
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Oh, she just...
Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Aw, Nahida, it seems like
all I know are some abstract Harabatot theory. Anyway, enough of that.
He's out of Keem's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away!
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?